Horrible, horrible, horrible. That is exactly how I would describe this Real Madrid team. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. But am I absolutely shocked at the levels that the players are showing at this moment in time? Absolutely. Real Madrid 0, Rayo Vallecano 0, and Real Madrid dropped points just before the international break. Now look, let's get into it. Of course, this is the match reaction, so make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you comment your thoughts in the comment section, because I really enjoyed everyone's comments on the last video. I appreciate all the support. But look, let's just get into it. Now, of course, Xabi Alonso went with the lineup of Fede Valverde, Asensio, Huijsen, Carreras, Güler, Camavinga, Brahim, Bellingham, Vini Jr. and of course Kylian Mbappe. Now look, was I happy with Militao getting the rest? Absolutely. But what on earth is Brahim Diaz doing in my lineup? What is Brahim Diaz doing in my lineup? Now, everybody knows that Brahim Diaz is not a good enough starter for Real Madrid, but he continues to get either a sub appearance or he continues to start. I do not understand why Xabi Alonso is starting him. And why are we not seeing Trent Alexander-Arnold? This would have been the perfect game. I said before the game that Rayo will be a tough game, especially away from home, because we haven't won for 3 years there. And what Rayo will do is that they will press you high. Now, you need guys who are great at passing the ball out at the back. Now, is there a better player than Trent Alexander-Arnold as a right back? No, there isn't. So I was so disappointed not to see Trent starting this game, because when else is he going to get a chance? Of course, Fede Valverde in the team, Camavinga, of course, replacing Tchouaméni, which was going to be the most obvious choice. But look, getting into this game, Real Madrid first half, I mean, it wasn't fantastic. Real Madrid created about 0.38 in that first half, XG wise. Of course, Vini Jr. having the bigger chance than anyone else in the box, where he turned and shot. Great save by the keeper. And Real Madrid also had the Asensio chance as well, which was kind of a good chance because Brahim crossed it in and Asensio was basically on his own and he couldn't convert. But then when second half came along, look at the difference between the first and the second half. In the first half, Rayo only created 0.15 XG. In the second half, Rayo created 1.04. Yeah, so Real Madrid had an XG against of 1.04. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is one of the highest in La Liga this season, surely, of course, apart from Atletico Madrid game. And Rayo actually should have won this game, chat. Rayo should have won this game because they were the much better team in that second half. And like I said, they created the better chances. And as a whole, they created 1.19 XG. And Real Madrid were toothless in that second half. And the stats proved it. Real Madrid created 2 chances the whole game. And guess what? That was all in the first half. The 2 chances that I just mentioned before in Vini Jr. and Asensio. So, I press on to my next point. What has happened to my team? What has happened to Real Madrid? Because this team has clearly regressed from the team that we've seen from the first couple of games of the season. Where has the intensity gone? Where has the press gone? Where has the chance creation gone? Because Real Madrid only had a total of 82.82 of XG against Rayo, who sit 11th. They are a good team, of course, but Real Madrid, with the superstar that they have and the manager that they have, surely should have come up with a plan on how to break this Rayo team down. But unfortunately, the same issues we are seeing in the last game against Liverpool and a couple of games this season, they are struggling to play against teams who are high intensity. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Yes, guys, you know what's coming. Profiles. Before the game, I said start Trent, start Ceballos, and start Gonzalo Garcia. And that goes on to my last point of this video. Xabi Alonso's sub really disappointed me today. His in-game management has been really strange in the past couple of games. In this game, he did not even put Gonzalo Garcia or even Endrick on in that second half just to cause a bit of friction in that, penalty box. Now, Mbappe, to be fair to him, he did position himself a lot more centrally in this game today. But what happened is because he's not a box striker and he's not a guy who occupies the centre-backs in his natural position, he was out of the game. He had 11 touches in that first half. That is inexcusable and that is ineffective for the best player in our team this season to have 11 touches. I have said 100% he should be more upfront, but come on. 11 touches, that is absolutely embarrassing. Now, Vini Jr. in that first half was also very dangerous. He did cook that right side. He was constantly getting to the byline, but the last touch was just not there. Camavinga. and Jude Bellingham today was so great out of the press, so great out of the first touch, great skills, but then they had heavy touches. Arda Güler had awful touches in that game. So why did Xabi Alonso just not change the midfield? This midfield cannot go and create high chances against good teams. They just cannot do it because they're not that profile. And Dani Ceballos then came on and replaced Brahim Diaz, who again, like I keep saying, he's an awful starter. He did absolutely nothing in this game, kept losing the ball, kept getting guys from behind him to rob the ball off him. He's got no space awareness at all. Then Camavinga then got taken off for Rodrigo in the second half. Camavinga was playing right winger at times. What is going on with Xabi Alonso? What is going on with this team? And I'm just really concerned about what Real Madrid are going to do going forward now because, yes, international break. Barcelona are playing next against Celta. Barcelona could literally, if they win tonight, they could close the gap between 3 points. And then La Liga is back on again. Of course, it's still on, but you don't want Barcelona at your neck like this. And of course, at this moment in time, when I've recorded this, Man City beat Liverpool 3-0. The team that we got absolutely outclassed, outfought, out everything by, they just got smashed by Man City, who are not even that great either. So, you tell me, guys. Please tell me in the comments. Am I going crazy here for worrying about this team? Because I cannot see the positives anymore. Now, of course, this international break is a good time because Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso can now decide what the issue is, how Real Madrid are going to fix this. Do we need to get some different players into this team? Because something has to change. And of course, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This was just my match reaction. It's just a bit of a rant and just kind of my whole thoughts on this Real Madrid team. I am very concerned. But let me know, am I fine to be concerned or are you guys concerned? And of course, as always, like and subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Real Madrid.